And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for the past week, the Tim Gillam Show!
Woo! The Tim Gillam Show is back! Episode 2! I never thought there'd be an episode 2. I never thought there'd be an episode 1, to be honest, but here I am. I'd like to thank all my viewers from last week and for all the kind words, with one little exception I saw on YouTube, the one thumbs down. I think I know where that came from, but we'll just leave it at that. Right?
We're coming to get you.
One update from last week. You may notice that the hair is still not been cut. And you know, I'm thinking it's probably going to have to be done soon, because otherwise I'm going to go out to the general public and they're going to think I'm like in an 80s rock band or something, right? So that's one thing, and then the other thing I wanted to mention was, you know, this coronavirus has really brought out the best in people. I had just one heartwarming example this week was I received an email from a gentleman I don't even know. And he was so kind, he gave me an opportunity to receive my stimulus check with just one click of the mouse. Right? One click of the mouse and I would have $1,200 downloaded to my Wells Fargo account. I was a little confused because I don't have a Wells Fargo account. But anyway, this gentleman worked so hard to make this easy for me, and I am just so thankful for you know, people rising above it all and making this a great time for humanity. So thank you there. Well, hey, let's not screw around anymore. Let's bring in my co-host. You met her last week. She's my middle daughter, Alexis Gillam. Alexis, come on in. Alexis? Alexis. Wow. Oh, gee. Yeah, that was brilliant, Alexis.
Thank you.
Alexis, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Lex, no hood this week?
No.
Good. You heard it. We talked about that last week, folks. Alexis, as usual, we have an agenda here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, last week we talked about some of the positives and negatives, kind of the hidden positives and negatives from this quarantine, right? So I thought we would do that again. One of the positives, it's April of an election year, and I'm not ready to hang myself because of social media election talk, right? So that's a good one. Now, you know, social media is depressing for other reasons, but at least not for the election. So that's a good one. Another one, I take a daily walk with my wife. It's really nice, right? We go out.
Nice time to have you guys out of the house. Little break.
Yeah, well, okay. Thanks for that. But you know, one thing about your mother when we're walking, she gets a little perturbed with me if I don't get all excited about the bunnies.
Oh. Well, the bunnies are exciting.
Does that sound like your mother?
Yes.
Alexis, do you have any positives you'd like to share?
I actually do have one. I was just thinking about this upcoming June, and it was going to be Jonah's graduation. And a positive from the corona is we don't have to try and get 21 graduation tickets, which is really hard to do.
Yeah, takes a big load of stress off of us, right?
And it's such a chore.
You know, we talked a little bit, Alexis, last week about toilet paper, right? And so if there is this great big shortage of toilet paper, we now have a backup. We've got all those invitations, right, that we can use. So another positive.
Full box.
Now, I wouldn't exactly call this a positive from Corona, but it was a positive for me this week, is I actually got to drive my car.
I have not driven since March 12th.
Haven't done that much, right? Now, it was only about 15 feet. Your mother had backed it out to get something out of the garage, but I got to get in and
pull it in for 15 feet.
Yeah. So, you know, positive there. Okay, but again, what the positives are the
negatives.
Thank you. And I've only got one this week, but it's got to do with your mother.
Oh.
Have you noticed she's starting to play the pandemic card? Have you noticed this?
I have.
I was out barbecuing the other night. I couldn't find the barbecue sauce. I said, "Hey, where's the barbecue sauce?" "Well, you know, we're in a pandemic here, and I can't just have everything in the house." So, anyway, the pandemic card's starting to be played in the house. Okay, I understand, Alexis, that we have some viewer feedback from last week.
We do have some viewer feedback. So, a Callista Kaklen said that she wanted a cat update.
Callista wants a cat update. Okay.
Yes.
Well, we talked about actually having the cats on the show.
Mm-hmm.
But our family has been watching this show on Netflix called The Tiger King. And if you've seen The Tiger King, I think you might agree with us that having cats on the show might not be such a good idea.
No cat shows.
We might actually start acting really irrationally. If you know what I
Okay,
mean.
but let's just be real here. Carol so fed her husband to the tigers. Come on now.
Carol is an interesting lady, is she not?
She's very
Guilty as
interesting.
charged, or not
Okay.
charged in this case.
Anyway, Callista, the cats are doing good, and I think that they are a little bit annoyed that their dominion, right, during the day has been taken from them. You know, they usually have the whole house to themselves. I think they're a little annoyed about
Yeah.
that, would you say?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we had a big announcement this week in the state of Washington. Governor Jay Inslee announced that the kids would not be going back to school.
Yes, Jay Inslee, our king! Woo!
So, Alexis, I think we need to bring in an expert to
I
talk
think we
about
do.
this, right? So, he's an 8th grader from Meridian Middle School. He's an ASB senator there. And this kid is fast. He
Yeah.
is so fast that he has actually run through here 3 times and you probably didn't even see him, right? Let's bring him in, my son, Nathan Gillum. Nathan,
Don't need this anymore.
Nathan, how you doing?
Do I look good on camera?
No.
So Nathan, Governor Inslee announces
that?
no school. Well, he's the governor of the state of Washington. Announces no school for the rest of the year. Tell us about what online school is like.
That's a thing.
Oh boy. Yeah, folks, okay, I have failed as a parent. I
Pray for us.
just tell you that. So,
I agree
Nathan,
with that.
we thought that you could help us with this whole no school thing. Jenna, for example, is a senior, and Jenna will be missing prom. Do you have any suggestions for your sister?
She could go to the Club Penguin dance floor.
Yeah!
Woo!
Good time!
Let's get a round
Yeah!
of applause.
Friend me, Jewel.
Okay, so good luck with that one, Jenna. The Club Penguin, it would be the virtual dance floor, correct?
ClubPenguinRewritten.com, everybody.
Be
Okay,
there.
so Nathan, could you tell us maybe the most common things your mother has said during quarantine?
Where do I even begin? She said, "You get anything on my couch, spill anything, I will kill you." He's done many times.
Well, I don't. Yeah. Okay. I may be guilty. Anything else on your mother there?
She yells at me 24/7 for being on my phone too much.
Uh-huh.
Oh, she also doesn't want us to roughhouse.
Yeah, on her furniture.
She's
Her
very
brand new
active.
If I sit
Furniture.
down like too hard, if I go like this, don't jump on my furniture. So
Okay. How about so Easter is coming up. This is actually Easter weekend, and I have heard, little birdie told me, whispered into my ear that the Easter bunny has corona and will not be making an appearance at the Gillum house this year. Nathan. Yeah, kind of an expected reaction there. You have any comments, Nathan?
thank God for Amazon. Woo!
Again, folks, I have think maybe I have failed a bit as a parent.
Pray for us, part 2.
Nathan, can you talk about, we had Alexis last week tell us about her average day during quarantine. Do you want to talk about it?
Well, I wake up at around 10ish, and I actually have a breakfast, lunch, and dinner, separate meals, unlike her. I usually go on my phone for a couple of hours. She begs me and begs me to run until I'm annoyed and Dad has to drag me outside. We come back, and I sit on my phone for another few hours, and I snack constantly. And yeah,
That's about it, huh? Okay, that sounds invigorating.
what does that even mean?
Would be one word I would use. So we didn't have you on the show last week. Why did you want to do the show this week?
Well, I saw where you were filming, and it was very, very familiar. And then I realized, hey, that's upstairs. So I was like, why not come check it out?
Okay, that sounds reasonable. Nathan, so you're just a youngster, right? And
If you want to think about it like that, then yeah.
And I'm a little concerned about you during this time. So is there any questions that you want to ask me about this coronavirus situation?
Are you getting, like, deja vu feeling from the Spanish flu?
All right. I think maybe your time is done here, Nathan, on the show. We've enjoyed having you for a while. So thanks for...
Thank God. This show sucks anyways. I'm making my own show.
Yeah. I will say again that it's possible I may have failed a bit as a parent. I don't know what you think about
I won't
that,
take
Alexis,
any blame as a sister.
He's a chump.
Okay, let's. We got a couple more things we want to talk about here. First of all, we mentioned that school's out for the year, and I know that there are a lot of parents at home who are trying to desperately find something for their kids to do educational. So I have this book suggestion here. It's a book called Twilight Tortuga. It is written by an up-and-coming children's author named Kimberly Larson. Fantastic author. And this is all in Espanol. So it's cute, it's educational, and I thought I'd just read a little excerpt for you.
A little preview.
Apagar las luces. A mi mamá y a mí nos gusta gritar. So there you go.
Dad, that was beautiful. What does it mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, then.
The other thing I wanted to bring up was last week on the show, I was talking about wearing a mask.
You had your great Joker mask.
And yeah, I think I may have scared my sister-in-law silly because Susan Nemitz made us all these masks, right? So just wanted to give a shout out to Susan. And how do I look, Alexis? I can't get it on really, but let's get that covered here and go over the nose and.
You look healthy.
I think I'm ready to. Head out to the public. Huh?
You look like you're ready to perform a surgery.
All right. So thank you, Susan, for taking care of the family on that. And I would just like to sign off, reminding you that it is Easter weekend, and He is risen indeed. Thank you.